Okay, hello guys, welcome to Small Samuel Math Tutorials. So the today's lesson will be doing Euclidean geometry for grade 12, but then we're only going to focus on the similarity theorem. And on the similarity theorem, I just want to show you the two ways of proving the similarity and the tricky way of how do you do it. So even though you don't know the reason, but then you know that okay, you have to know that okay, this angle, this certain angle is equals to this certain angle, right? So let's start with the business of the day. Similarity theorem. Okay, the one thing which makes triangles to be similar is if all the angles are equal. So meaning whenever all the angles are equal, therefore from the two triangles, therefore we can conclude that those two triangles are what are similar. So if we can check from the first triangle, we have triangle ABC and triangle PQE, and we can see that angle A is equals to angle D, they are both equals to what? Angle X, right? And angle B is equals to angle E, they are both equals to what? Angle Y. They are both equals to Y, I mean not angle. And then angle C, we can see that is equals to angle P, which they are both equals to Z or Z. Okay, the way you call it, it's fine. So meaning we can conclude that these two triangles are similar because all the angles are what are equal. So here it is a hint. So proving the similarity, you need to prove that all the angles are what are equal, right? Okay, we'll come back to it. So meaning this triangle ABC is similar to triangle PDE. Remember these three lines which are vertically, they represent what? The similarity, right? So the other thing, okay guys, let me write it using this one. The other thing which makes triangles to be similar is if the sides divide each other proportional. Yo guys, I don't know what I meant, but then sorry for that. Okay, the other thing which makes triangles to be similar is if the sides divide each other proportionally. How do the sides divide each other proportionally? Okay, check. From triangle ABC and triangle DEF, right? Let's check the side BC. You see that the side BC is what? Is 2, right? Let's check the side EF, whereby we call it the corresponding side. EF is equals to what? 4. Meaning the double of 2 is what? It's 4. Okay, let's go to AC. AC, the size of it is what? It's 5, right? Let's go to the corresponding sides of AC, which is what? DF. And the double of 5 is what? Is 10. So meaning 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So meaning these sides divide each other proportional. You see, if we multiply 2 here, we get 4, and if we multiply 2 here, we get 10. You see, so now we are going to do the proofs. So if these lines divides each other proportional, I mean you're allowed to say those lines are similar. That's it. So now we're going to do the proofs. I'm just going to show you how do you prove the similarity if you are given the angles, and whenever you're not given the angles, they want you to prove using what? The sides. So let me just write the first example for the angle, then after we'll do the one for the sides. Okay guys, here is Question says prove that triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC. So the first important part that you need to write, okay, solution. Hey, wait. Hi. Yo guys, today's a call. I don't know what's going on, but I think everything is sorted now. So okay, yes, we can continue. So like I said, the first thing is to write PQR, and ABC, which are those two triangles you are given. But then you don't write similarity here because you are proving for that these two triangles are similar, so you can't write it here. So what you do, you check what is my first letter from the first triangle. It's what? It's P, right? Then you write it down. P then is equals to. Then you go to the second triangle. What is the first letter there? A, B, C. Okay, we can see that it's A. Therefore, you write A. Therefore, you come to the second one. The second letter is what? It's Q, right? From the first triangle. Then you say equals to. What is the second letter from the second triangle? It's B, right? Therefore, we write B. Therefore, the last letter from the first triangle, it's R. And from this one, it's C. You see, this is how you write it, guys. So the only thing that we are left with is what are the results. Get the result, guys. To the short that's one and okay. So we now know that P is equals to A, Q is equals to B, R is equals to C. How do we know that? You check, okay, whenever they say prove that PQR is similar to triangle ABC, they already know that the first letter of P is equals to the first letter of A, and the first letter of Q is equals to the second letter of B, which is B, I mean, and the last letter, which is R, is equals to the last letter from the second triangle, which is C. That's what they know. They already know that. So you must also write them to show them that I know. And this one, and then now you check, okay, what is the reason? For P and A, then now you're going to check, okay, for P and A, that equal, the reason is, okay, we can see that both equals to X. Therefore, you write it, both equals to X. That's it. Q and B, okay, both equals to Y. R and C were not given, but always the third reason is if you already wrote 2, the third one you can just say the third angle of a triangle. That's it. Then you are done. You are done proving those things. But then you have to also say therefore triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC. What is the reason? Okay, guys. Yes, the reason. You check. You firstly proved what? It was the angle, right? Therefore, you write angle. The second one was what? The angle also. Okay, you write angle. The last one was what? Angle also. You write what? Angle. That's it. If somewhere here you prove a side, therefore you were supposed to write what? S. So let's say sometimes you don't know, let's say P is equals to A, you don't know the reason of it, and then the third angles of a triangle let's say you didn't write it right, so now you only have one. You wrote let's say q is equals to b both equals to y. Then the second one, the first one, you don't know the reason, right? The last one, you know that let's say r is equals to c is equals to both equals to x, and then you find that okay, the only thing that doesn't have a reason is p is equals to a. Therefore, you're going to write what? The third angle of a triangle. But then after, you need to arrange them. Also, this third angle of a triangle, this reason, it always has to be at the end, right? So meaning you need to write those two things that you proved. The last one, the reason of it, which is the third angles of a triangle, it has to be the last part that you write. Okay? So then we are done with proving similarity. This is how we prove similarity. So if you are given a question and then it wants you to prove that a certain triangle is similar to a certain triangle, you check the first letter and then equate it to the first letter of the second triangle. You check the second letter from the first triangle and equate it to the second uh, triangle of the, and you check the second letter of that second triangle, right? Therefore that's it. Then after, you look for the reason. So that is how we prove uh, similarity using what? The angles. So now we're going to do a video proving similarity using what? The sides. So I'm just going to erase some few things here. Okay, here's the question. Prove that triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, we check, we don't have the angles, but then we're given the side, so we know we're going to prove the side, right? So the first thing, always guys, we write it down. Triangle PQR and triangle what? ABC. We need to write these things before we can start proving. So therefore, for proving our similarity using the sides, guys, we're going to use the properties of proportionality, right? So what we are going to do now is we focus only on the first triangle, which is triangle PQR. PQR. Oh, we have PR, we have QR. Oh, we know the value of QR. Okay, let's write it down. QR. Therefore, all over, what is the another value that we know from this triangle? It's PR. We know the sides of PR, right? Therefore, let's also write PR. Therefore, we can see that QR is equals to what? 2 all over our PR is equals to what? 5. Therefore, we are done with 8. So meaning you choose. So someone can start by saying, okay, I just firstly saw PR, so you can say PR over QR. There's no problem. But then from the second step, whereby you're going to use the second triangle, it is important to check the way you arrange your things from the first triangle. You'll see why I'm saying it's important. Okay, now we are focusing on the second triangle. So we check, okay, from the first triangle, I said QR is equals to 2. I firstly wrote QR. Where's QR from the triangle? Remember, it's PQR, meaning it's the second letter and the third letter. So, okay, I'm going to my second triangle and I'm going to choose the second letter and the third letter, which is what? BC. So I'm going to write BC all over. Then we check again PR. PR or PQR is first letter and the last letter. Okay, so meaning From the second triangle, I need to choose the first letter and also the last letter. So it's going to be A and and C. Therefore, it's going to be A and C. Therefore, what is B? We can see that BC is It's equivalent to 4, and then AC is equivalent to 10. And 4/10 is equivalent to 2/5. So, therefore, we can conclude that QR over PR is equals to BC all over AC. The reason is that both equals to 2/5, right? Therefore, we are allowed to say that triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC, right? This is the proportionality theorem, right? So therefore we are done. Is the prop of similarity triangles. Okay, prop of similarity triangles. That is the reason. So therefore we are done. So we proved the ratios. In fact, we proved the ratios, and the ratios we found that they are equal. So remember, from the proportionality theorem, we are only allowed to say this whenever the two triangles are similar, right? So therefore, as we saw that, okay, QR and PR is equal to PC over AC, therefore we can conclude that PQR is similar to triangle ABC. Therefore, we are done with the similarity theorem. If you have any question, you can leave a comment behind. Thank you.